Hello everyone, nice to see you again on my channel Mind-Blowing Facts in today's video, where we explore one of the most fascinating aspects of human nature, the pleasures that we experience in relationships, especially when it comes to the desire and emotions shared between couples. This topic is not just popular, it's an ongoing source of intrigue, and understanding it can truly elevate our experiences with those we care about. In the world of psychology, we often hear about how our desires shape relationships, but what does it really mean? How do feelings of desire intertwine with emotional connections? And why is this such a vital aspect of romantic bonds? Every relationship, at its core, is built on a foundation of emotional connections. Desire isn't just about attraction, it's about longing, understanding, and sometimes even the unsaid emotions that pass between two people. It's about intimacy, trust, and shared vulnerability. Think about the first time you've looked into someone's eyes and felt a deep sense of connection. That moment is when desire begins to take shape. It's not just physical, it's emotional and psychological too. And when we talk about desire, we also have to consider the importance of communication. It's through sharing our feelings and desires with one another that we can deepen that connection. Relationships thrive when both partners are comfortable enough to express what they want, both emotionally and physically. The absence of communication is often where misunderstandings arise, making it essential for couples to be open and honest. Desire doesn't always follow a set path, and it's not just about lust. It's about the continuous dance between emotional closeness and physical attraction. Think about how desire shifts throughout the stages of a relationship. At first, there's the excitement of getting to know someone, the spark of curiosity and anticipation. As time passes, desire transforms. It's no longer just about the chase, but about wanting to be with someone for who they are, all of their imperfections, quirks, and dreams. In long-term relationships, desire is often rekindled through shared experiences, like traveling together or achieving personal milestones as a couple. These moments bring couples closer, building a sense of togetherness that reignites feelings of passion. But it's important to understand that desire in relationships doesn't solely stem from physical attraction. It also thrives on emotional intimacy. So what does psychology have to say about desire and emotions in relationships? According to experts, desire is tied to both our evolutionary instincts and our personal experiences. From a psychological standpoint, desire can be understood through attachment theory, which explains how our early childhood experiences with caregivers influence the way we interact with romantic partners. If you grew up in an environment where affection and love were consistently shown, you're more likely to approach your relationships with a healthy sense of desire. On the other hand, those who experienced inconsistent or unavailable affection may find it harder to navigate emotional desires, which could impact their romantic relationships later in life. There's also something called the attachment cycle that can affect desire. When a partner is distant or unavailable, a person's natural instinct is often to crave their attention and affection even more. This cyclical push and pull can both increase desire and also lead to frustration, which is why finding balance is key. As relationships grow, it's easy to assume that the intensity of desire will naturally fade over time, but that's a misconception. While the initial intensity may lessen, desire in a mature relationship can actually deepen. Couples who maintain their emotional connection, who prioritize each other's needs, and who continue to grow together can experience a different but equally intense form of desire that's rooted in partnership and mutual respect. One way to maintain desire is through novelty. New experiences, whether it's learning something new together, taking a class, or even changing up your usual routine, can reignite that spark. It reminds you both of the excitement that came with the beginning of your relationship. It's about creating opportunities for connection and desire in fresh ways. Let's not forget the role of physical affection. A simple touch, a warm hug, a kiss. These actions carry a lot of weight in relationships. Physical touch releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which helps to bond you to your partner. It creates a sense of safety, comfort, and connection. But it's not always about sexual intimacy. It's about showing affection in ways that let your partner know they are loved, wanted, and valued. Couples who regularly express physical affection report feeling more secure and satisfied in their relationships. It's a form of communication that transcends words, a subtle reminder of how much you mean to each other. There's a fine line between desire and need in relationships. Desire is something that adds excitement and fulfillment. It's the want, the spark. Need, on the other hand, can sometimes come from a place of insecurity or dependency. While it's important to rely on each other, there's a healthy balance between wanting your partner and needing them to validate your sense of self-worth. Trust plays a massive role in the development of desire within relationships. It's the bedrock of emotional intimacy. Without trust, desire can feel uncertain or fleeting because it's hard to fully open yourself up to someone if you're not sure they'll be there for you emotionally. Trust is also about consistency in actions. It's not just about saying, "You trust someone." It's about showing it every day through your words and actions. In relationships, trust is earned and nurtured, and once it's established, it becomes a strong foundation for desire to grow. While emotional and physical closeness are essential, individual growth is just as important for maintaining desire in a relationship. Many couples fall into routines where they stop pursuing personal goals or interests because they become too wrapped up in each other's lives. This can cause the relationship to feel stagnant, and the desire between them might weaken. In fact, relationships where both people are growing separately often feel more dynamic and satisfying. It adds depth to the relationship and provides new topics for conversation, new experiences to share, and new challenges to overcome together. We all have emotional triggers, certain actions, words, or situations that can stir up deep emotions in us. These triggers can influence our feelings of desire, especially if they cause discomfort or emotional distance in the relationship. It's important to acknowledge and address emotional triggers in a relationship. For example, if one partner tends to shut down emotionally when stressed, the other partner might feel rejected or distant. Understanding these triggers and having a healthy way of communicating them can lead to a deeper emotional connection and more fulfilling desires. Romantic gestures, big or small, can ignite feelings of desire. These gestures are expressions of thoughtfulness and care. They remind your partner that you're thinking about them and that you value them. It doesn't always have to be an extravagant gift or an elaborate surprise. Sometimes it's something as simple as leaving a sweet note, planning a spontaneous date, or remembering something important to them. These small acts of love can make a huge impact. They keep the desire alive and remind your partner that you are invested in their happiness. It's the thoughtfulness behind the gesture, not the size or cost, that matters most. These gestures show that desire isn't just about the physical, but also about feeling cherished and understood on an emotional level. Laughter and humor play an important role in relationships too. They may not be something we typically associate with desire, but humor can build strong emotional connections and foster a sense of lightheartedness that encourages intimacy. Couples who laugh together have a unique bond. Humor creates a space where both partners can be vulnerable and share moments of joy. A good laugh can release tension and make you feel more relaxed around each other. This, in turn, allows your natural desire to emerge more effortlessly. Think about the fun moments you've shared with your partner, how laughter and shared jokes help you feel closer. Humor is an often overlooked but powerful tool for nurturing desire in a relationship. It's no secret that stress can impact nearly every area of life, and relationships are no exception. When life becomes stressful, whether it's work, personal struggles, or family issues, it can lead to emotional exhaustion and a decrease in desire. Stress can make it hard to connect emotionally, which in turn affects physical attraction and intimacy. But it's important to recognize these patterns and work together to manage stress. Couples who are proactive about reducing stress, whether it's through relaxation techniques, physical exercise, or taking time to unwind together, can maintain a stronger connection. Communicating openly about stress can help both partners support each other more effectively, keeping the desire and emotional connection alive during challenging times. Have you ever heard of the 5 love languages? It's a concept introduced by Dr. Gary Chapman, and it can be incredibly useful in understanding how we express love and desire in relationships. The 5 love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Each person has a primary love language, and understanding your partner's love language can deepen your emotional connection. For example, if your partner's primary love language is physical touch, they may feel most loved when you hug them, hold their hand, or kiss them. On the other hand, if their love language is words of affirmation, they may appreciate verbal expressions of love and desire. When both partners learn each other's love languages, they can express their desire and affection in ways that feel most meaningful. This makes your connection even stronger, and the desire between you more fulfilling. In every relationship, there are moments when compromise is necessary. Desires can clash, and it's not uncommon for partners to have differing preferences or needs. Navigating these differences doesn't have to create tension, though. Instead, it's an opportunity to strengthen the relationship by finding common ground. It's about negotiating desires in a way that makes both partners feel respected. Whether it's finding a balance between different sexual needs or figuring out how to spend quality time when both of you have busy schedules, compromise is about making sure that both partners feel valued and heard. When both people feel like their desires matter, the emotional connection grows, and so does the desire. No relationship is perfect. Every couple goes through challenges, misunderstandings, and mistakes. But how you handle these moments can either strengthen or weaken the desire between you. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools in relationships. When one partner hurts the other, whether intentionally or not, being able to forgive and seek forgiveness can clear the air and bring the couple closer. It's through forgiveness that couples can rebuild trust, move past hurt, and reignite desire. Couples who practice forgiveness also learn to respect each other's imperfections, creating a deeper sense of connection and intimacy. Without forgiveness, resentment can grow, making it harder for desire to thrive. To wrap things up, desire in relationships is not static. It's an evolving journey. As we grow, so do our emotional connections, our ways of expressing love, and our understanding of what makes us feel desired. The key is to nurture these desires by prioritizing emotional intimacy, open communication, and mutual respect. Relationships are a beautiful blend of emotional depth and physical connection. When both partners are committed to supporting each other's desires and growth, the relationship can continue to evolve into something even more fulfilling. Healthy relationships allow both individuals to grow and evolve. Encouraging your partner to pursue their passions and doing the same for yourself keeps the excitement alive. When you come together with new experiences and accomplishments, it helps refresh the bond between you. When trust is solid, desire flows more freely. Couples who trust each other deeply can explore vulnerability, which often leads to stronger emotional bonds. That feeling of safety in a relationship is like an invitation to be your most authentic self. And when both partners feel that, desire can flourish in ways that are fulfilling and long-lasting. Trust is also about consistency in actions. Psychologists argue that healthy relationships require a balance of both. Desire should never feel like an obligation, but rather a natural and mutual expression of affection. When need overtakes desire, relationships can feel suffocating. Partners should feel empowered within their connection, not burdened by an overwhelming sense of emotional dependency. It's crucial to point out that healthy desire and emotions in a relationship also come from within. Self-love is the foundation upon which a strong, loving relationship is built. When you're confident in your own worth, you bring a sense of security into your relationship. You're able to express your desires without fear, and you're more likely to engage in a relationship where both parties feel equally valued. Self-love isn't about being perfect. It's about accepting who you are, flaws and all. When you love yourself, you create space for a partner to do the same, and this leads to a more fulfilling and mutually respectful relationship. Desire is a beautiful and complex aspect of relationships. It's a dynamic force that is shaped by emotional intimacy, communication, and mutual respect. Understanding the psychological roots of desire can help us build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. It's important to remember that desire isn't just physical. It's emotional, mental, and spiritual. The pleasure of being in a relationship is not only about the physical attraction, but also about the connection you share on a deeper level. So next time you're with your partner, remember that desire is something that grows and evolves. It's about the shared experiences, the communication, and the small moments that make your bond unique. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments how you keep the desire alive in your relationships. See you in the next video.